Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world of automotive rhythms. Kamotny Rawlins here in the Big Apple at the 2013 New York Auto Show. It's some great news for the GM brand as they unveil a new Cadillac CTS, 2 new Buicks, and the Camaro Z28. It all starts with design, and we're going to talk to the man, a design mastermind, Ed Welburn. Please join me.
CTS is very important to Cadillac and to General Motors. It has been from the very first CTS. We're now in the 3rd generation. And CTS has really been that vehicle that, in its Gen 1, defined Cadillac art and science, with the hard edges, dramatic presence and all that, both exterior and interior. Gen 2, it became more refined. It grew up, became a much better car than Gen 2. Gen 3, it's art and science. It's got that hard edge, but it's much more sophisticated in its form vocabulary and its total execution. With Buick, the real breakthrough vehicle was the Enclave. We made a big kind of shock to everybody by doing a vehicle like that for the Buick brand. Really think about it a few years back. Then we followed that with LaCrosse and Regal, and now we're refining those vehicles. You know, we've made adjustments to make them even better. You know, you've got to look at the interior of that LaCrosse. A lot of work has been done. And then the Encore comes along, which is kind of like a baby Enclave, you know, and it's more, you know, it's this nice, small fashion statement. So the Buick brand is really developing a very complete portfolio, and there's more to come. That's the thing that's so beautiful about the new Corvette, you know, the Stingray. I mean, great drag reduction, great balance, you know, and it's a fuel-efficient car. For something like that kind of performance, it does quite well. We showed the new Camaro 2014, fresh in the front end, some aero work done on it. The Chevy SS is here, which is, you know, really helps us in NASCAR and racing there, which we've been very successful with already. And then we showed, as a surprise, the new Z28 Camaro, which is kind of the ultimate in Camaro. It builds on the very first Camaro Z28s, which were really built for, you know, racing. It was a Trans Am racing series. Right. And so this one is really a track car. Got the biggest brakes we've ever put on Camaro. Aero devices put in place to give a great downforce front and rear, and then that 427 motor in it. I have a passion for fashion design. I enjoy it. I do think it can have a very positive influence on what we do. Particular color and trim, materials, some of those materials that we talked about earlier in the interior of the CTS are influenced by what you see in some aspects of fashion design. I think for us to take interior design to yet another level, you know, we need to explore outside of the auto industry for what that might be. So I'll spend some time with a few people here in New York and set up some opportunities for us to work together and maybe learn a little bit of something.